Hey guys, it's Wolverine here. It's been a few days, exactly 2 days, after the game with Vanderbilt, where Vanderbilt won on a final score of 45-24. And I wanted to go ahead and get my thoughts out of the game and explain some things that, at least what I think, and these are not opinions, and these are opinions, so do not, take these with, take these with a grain of salt is what I mean. First off, hats off to Vanderbilt. All right? Vanderbilt, they came in, they trash talked all offseason long, especially Diego Pavia, about how they was going to run the state of Tennessee, how they was going to do all this stuff, and they did it. They literally came into Neyland and they did what they wanted. They looked like they wanted it more. They played like they wanted it more. They showed a lot of heart more than we did. What can I say? They just flat out play better and everything. So congratulations to Vanderbilt. You guys deserve it. You guys were definitely the better team that night. But now back to Tennessee, right? Tennessee, what was that? Like, seriously, what was that? That was embarrassing and pathetic. That was one of the most unmotivated teams I have ever seen play. We looked so unmotivated. We looked like we didn't even care. And honestly, it probably doesn't shock me that we didn't care. Because, man, like, this is just flat out embarrassing. We looked like we literally had no heart at all. Like, we could care less if we lost. We literally heard Diego Pavia talk trash all off season long about how they was going to run the state. And you know what we did? We basically went down on a knee and handed them silver platter saying, oh, here you go, here's state, here you go. That's what we did. And it's flat out embarrassing. Like, you would think that after all the trash talk that Vanderbilt did in the offseason, that we would have came out ready to punch them in the mouth. But nope. We just let them have it. We just let them have it. So yeah, oh no, man, it's just embarrassing. Like, you lose to Vanderbilt. I don't care if Vanderbilt is good this year. You lose to Vanderbilt, that is a fireable offense, dude. I don't care if Vanderbilt is good now. And honestly, Vanderbilt, looking at how much talent they're losing, they're honestly probably going to go back to being terrible next year. Look, they lose like 40-plus players. They lose Stowers, they lose Sherrill, they lose Alexander, they lose Pavia. They lose a lot of talent off of this year's team. Then it wouldn't shock me if they suck next year, honestly. But honestly, it wouldn't shock me if we suck next year either. And this loss, like, it's honestly on coaching. Like, you You have all the material in the friggin' world and you can't get your team motivated enough to play freaking Vanderbilt? Again, I don't care if Vanderbilt's good now. We are literally the standard in the state. We run the state! And I know people are going to say going 8-4 is not a bad season. But considering how literally we've beaten no teams above 500. None. And you can say, oh, all of our 4 teams we lost to all have 10 or more wins. They're all in playoff contention. Or in the playoff talks, at least. Like, I understand. I guess they're not bad losses, but, like, you gotta win those games. Like, I guess I understand this year, you know, we didn't lose to a bad team like we have the last few years. But, honestly, man, it's just, it's embarrassing. Like, I expected more out of this team this year, especially how we started out the season. I expected more. But, yeah, no. And after we even almost beat Georgia, I thought, oh, this team, you know, we could do some things this year. Even though we lost to Georgia, we kept it close with them. We could do some things this year. But nope. What are we doing now? We're going to play in the freaking Reliant Quest or the freaking Taxslayer Gator Bowl or some crap. I don't know. Hopefully not the Music City Bowl. If we go to the Music City Bowl, dude, honestly, decline the bowl invite. Honestly, I can't stand the Music City Bowl. But yeah, I've heard some Vol fans on Twitter as of late saying there's some people very divided on this. Some who want to keep Heupel and some who want to fire Heupel. And people are saying, if you fire Heupel, you just go back to the basement that you were in about 10, 15 years ago. That the same thing that you just dug yourself out of. Which, I mean, they're probably right. But I don't care. You lose to Vandy, it's a fireable offense, dude. And I know, like, I'm not saying we should fire Heupel, okay? Do I want him fired, though? Yes. Honestly, yes. But honestly, it's probably not the smart move to fire him. Because with how the coaching carousel has been this year, like, with LSU, Ole Miss, Auburn, Florida, friggin' Kentucky just opened up. Michigan State, Penn State, UCLA, Oklahoma State, Virginia Tech, all those teams. There's pretty much nobody good to go and poach or grab. All the good group of 5 coaches that everybody was keeping an eye out are freaking gone. John Summerall went to Florida. They announced that yesterday. Same with friggin' Alex Yolish going to Auburn. Ryan Silverfield going to Arkansas. And Eric Morris going to North Texas. And all that's left is pretty much Bob Chesney from James Madison. He's the only one. But I've heard, apparently, rumors going around that he's probably going to UCLA. But we'll see. But what can I say? This is flat out embarrassing. Like, people can say that 8-4 is not a bad season, but dude, with the amount of money we put into this football program, we should be expecting more. You get money from Spire, from Pilot, from the 10% talent fee, from the Haslams. You get money from the Haslams. You get money from all that. And there's other boosters. And also, you're literally about to get a huge deal with Adidas where they're giving you a bunch of money. A bunch! A bunch! Like, what can I say, man? And this is another thing about this, how I hate it all. NIL, people can say that I'm coping. NIL is ruining the sport, dude. NIL is ruining the sport. Nobody cares about playing for the team now. All they care about is themselves and trying to get a check. And part of me feels like that's the reason why we didn't care about winning the game the other day. Because their freaking checks cleared. They saw that they was like, oh, we might have lost, but you know what? I'm still making a bunch of money. Like, my gosh, dude. Ridiculous. NIL is ruining the sport. They don't care about how the team performs anymore. They only care about how much money they're making. That's all they care about now. All they care about. And what sucks is, like, we are putting a bunch of money into the football program and NIL. And we still are out here just being a middle of the pack SEC team. Like, we deserve more! With how much money we're putting into this program, we deserve more. Like, settling for middle of the pack is a freaking loser mentality. But yeah, I know Josh Heupel's not getting fired. I know he's not. But honestly, Josh Heupel, what he needs to do, like, dude, he needs to fire Tim Banks, dude. How does Tim Banks still have a job? How? About the same as how Shane Beamer still has a job at South Carolina. But honestly, I kind of don't blame South Carolina. I mean, with how the coaching carousel is this year, I mean, it's not guaranteed that you're going to go out and get somebody better. But it's ridiculous, dude. But people are saying that people just want Josh Heupel fired because they had unrealistic expectations this year. Listen, I expected to go 9-3 this year, which I was only a game off. But what I didn't expect was losing to Vanderbilt. Like, you lose to the little brother of the state. Like, you can't do that. You can't. Like, there are two things you can't do here at Tennessee for the football team. Lose to Kentucky and lose to Vandy. You lose to one of those two, you're on the hot seat in my eyes. Because we own those two teams. And now I have to hear from freaking the 6 Vanderbilt fans all off season long about how they run the state, even though next year they're probably going to be hot garbage. Like, this is ridiculous, dude. And Danny White out here acting like everything's okay. Everything's okay. Just give me your money, people. That's what Danny White, honestly, I feel like this is what he thinks it is. It's always just a huge cash grab. He don't care how our team does. He only cares about making money. Like, dude, we want to win championships. Like, also another thing about Danny White. Can you stop saying we're an everything school? We're not an everything school! Stop it with that. Like, dude, the goal is to win championships. And the only team that's been bringing us championships as of late is the freaking baseball team. Man, if only our football team was like our baseball team. Listen, our baseball team, say what you want. They play with a lot of heart. They care about each other. They want to go out there and they want to kick everybody's ass. If only all of our programs could be like the baseball team. Like, we need to start doing something, man. Like, was it a bad year? I guess you couldn't say it was a bad year, but it wasn't a good year either. I don't care if 8-4 is a winning season. I don't care. We should, with the amount of money we are pumping into this football program, we should expect to make the playoffs every year. And I am begging Josh Heupel. He needs to figure something out, dude. Because listen, if he next year, if he loses to Vanderbilt again, or if he loses to Kentucky somehow, he will be fired. He will. And if he doesn't fire Tim Banks, honestly, it just shows that Josh Heupel could care less about winning championships here. And the goal is to win championships. And if he keeps Tim Banks around, honestly, sayonara. See ya. And I'm hoping the rest of the fan base will want him gone too, if that happens. But right now, I'm being honest. Listen, Heupel right now, honestly, he's just a glorified offensive coordinator. He's basically just a worse version of Lincoln Riley. All right, listen, I'm glad what Josh Heupel has done for us. I mean, he took us out of the dump. He basically stabilized the program. But, man, we want more, dude. We want more. I'm sick and tired of settling for mediocrity or settling for middle of the pack in the SEC. I'm sick of it. But yeah, I made a lot of people mad on Twitter yesterday for explaining my takes. People saying if you fire Heupel, who do you even get? I don't know. And then I've heard, apparently there's been rumors going around that Josh Heupel could go to Penn State. I don't think he will. But if he does go to Penn State, honestly, I'm not shedding a tear. I'm not. And I'm not making a rage video about it either. But yeah, if he goes to Penn State, honestly, sayonara. Penn State, if you want him, honestly, go ahead and take him. I mean, heck, you don't even have to pay the buyout. It's on us. It is on us. But yeah, I'm done with it. I don't care. You lose to Vandy, you're on the hot seat in my eyes. I don't care if Vandy's good. I don't care if Vandy's good now. Anyways, go Vols. Hopefully, we can get this figured out, dude. Because not only am I getting sick of it, all these other Tennessee fans are getting sick of it.